let's talk about something that can totally ruin your day, maybe even your week. Your home's heating or air conditioning just stops. And, it's not just about being a little uncomfortable. When the weather gets extreme, this can get serious fast.
So picture this, right? It's the absolute coldest night of the year. You wake up, you're freezing, and you can actually see your breath inside your own house. The furnace is dead silent. Or flip that. It's a brutal summer day and your AC is just blowing hot, sticky air around. In that moment of panic, what do you actually do?
Well, today we're going to break down exactly what to do. We're going to dive into some insights straight from the pros, giving you the playbook for how to handle these emergencies. The goal here is for you to feel calm, cool, and in control, no matter what your HVAC system throws at you. But first, why does it always feel like these systems break down at the worst possible moment? There's a real reason our heating and cooling systems are pushed right to the edge. Let's get into it.
Just think about the incredible stress our HVAC systems are under. In a lot of places, they have to deal with these wild temperature swings, from, say, a bone-chilling 20 degrees in the winter to a blistering 90-plus in the summer. That constant, relentless back and forth puts a massive strain on every single part, which makes a breakdown, almost guaranteed at some point. So when a technician actually shows up at your door, what are they looking for? It turns out most HVAC failures can be traced back to just a handful of pretty common problems. Let's go meet the usual suspects. You've got things like a failed compressor, leaky ducts, or maybe even frozen coils. Any of these can bring your entire system to a grinding halt. And, even something that seems really simple, like a clogged, dirty air filter, can totally choke the airflow and spiral into a huge, expensive problem.
But here's the thing, not all of these issues are created equal. While most of them are about your comfort and your wallet, one of them is a legitimate, serious safety hazard. And we're talking about a cracked heat exchanger inside your furnace. And here is exactly why this is so critical. As one professional guide puts it, a crack in that heat exchanger can let deadly, completely odorless carbon monoxide leak and mix with the air you're breathing in your home. This is not something you can just put off. It is a life-threatening emergency. Okay, so the technician has figured out the problem and given you an estimate. And now comes that big question every homeowner dreads. Do you repair it, or is it finally time to replace the whole system? Well, luckily, there's a really simple rule of thumb that can help you make that call. It's called the $5,000 rule. And honestly, this might be the biggest takeaway today. It's not a law set in stone, but it's a super simple calculation that gives you a clear financial answer. It's a quick way to figure out if a repair is a smart investment or if you're really just throwing good money after bad. All right, here's how it works. You take the estimated repair cost and you multiply it by the age of your system in years. It's that simple. If that final number is over 5,000, that's a really strong sign that replacing the unit is probably the smarter financial move in the long run. So let's try a real-world example. Let's say your system is 12 years old and you get a repair quote for $600. Okay, so you multiply 600 by 12 and you get $7,200. Since that number is way over the $5,000 threshold, the rule is telling you that your money would likely be better spent on a brand new, more efficient system. So, you've made the call. The pros are on the way. But what should you actually expect when they get there? Understanding the process can make you feel way more in control and helps you make sure you're getting top-notch service. A good professional service call should really be a smooth three-step dance. First, you contact them and they dispatch a technician. Second, they diagnose the problem and, this is key, give you an upfront price for your approval. No surprises. And finally, they do the repair and then test everything to make sure it's running perfectly. Clear, simple, professional. And remember, this is a two-way street. Your job is to give them as much info as you can about what's going on, and don't be shy about asking questions. In return, you should expect them to be totally clear, give you transparent pricing, and do a thorough check when they're done. It's really a partnership built on good communication. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Your HVAC system is pretty much the unsung hero of your home. It works silently in the background until it doesn't. So the real question isn't just about how you'll react in an emergency, but what you can do to prevent one. Is your system really ready for whatever's coming next?